So zero Blades players in the England squad yet again. I shouldn't really be surprised, but I am. I actually am. Them Blades players absolutely playing out of their skins every single week to be overlooked.
If you don't have a song, you may as well not go to the pub at all.
Lads.
Watch this.
So before we start, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you do so. I'm nearly at 10,000 subscribers. Well, I'm nearly at 9, but 10 is an absolute dream of mine. So if you haven't subscribed and you want some Sheffield United content, subscribe to the boy. Lads, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I am in good nick, and in this video I'm just plain annoyed. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that the lads who are English can put their feet up and relax. They don't have to get injuries, but they've been overlooked yet again. And I know a lot of people out there be saying, Nick, what you on about? We want to stay in the Premier League, that is the aim. It'd just be nice for them to get a little bit of recognition so that they actually would feel like they're progressing in their career. I know they are. I know they're they're making themselves into Premier League footballers. They've played brilliantly this season, but it would be nice for them to get some international recognition. So let's go through it player by player. Dean Henderson is the first one that I felt should have got into the England squad. And the two goalkeepers in front of him that I thought definitely shouldn't have been there. Heaton, first of all, he's just kind of sacked England off because he was injured, straight back in the squad. All right. Tom Pope came to Bramall Lane last weekend. Terrible game. Don't get me wrong. Pope is a good goalkeeper. I do think he is. It was awful at Bramall Lane, especially for that third goal where Fleck just smashed it past him, and it weren't far away from his foot, to be fair. It just didn't move. So yeah, I would have Henderson in there over those two. And let's be fair, I'm not going to say that he's better than Pickford, but Pickford is awful. He's really bad. I think the only thing that keeps Pickford in the England side is his kicking, his distribution. That's all he's really got. He's made so many mistakes, Pickford, and he just keeps getting picked. The next position is centre-back. Jack O'Connell definitely should have had a call-up up to now. Probably should have had a call-up last season even. The player that stood in his way is Tyrone Mings. His surname is just him. Mingin. Terrible defender. Well, he's an okay defender. He's not a great footballer in my opinion. Whereas I thought that's what we were trying to do with your John Stones, your Harry Maguires, your Jack O'Connells, centre-back, ball-playing centre-backs. Jack O'Connell is right up there. I think the only centre-back that's a better footballer than him is probably Harry Maguire. And yeah, I'm obviously going to say that, aren't I? Biased. And then there's Joe Gomez. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Joe Gomez, I do. But he don't play week in, week out for Liverpool. Same as Stones. Stones is in there as well. So Jack O'Connell has played week in, week out for Sheffield United for years now. Probably, it's 3 to 4 years, isn't it? So that surely should speak volumes. But Gareth Southgate just doesn't care about if a player's in form or not. Or if they're playing week in, week out, he just doesn't care. He just picks them off probably who's highest rated on FIFA. He nearly called Rio Ferdinand up the other day because he saw he were a 90 rated card. Next we've got right back, George Baldock. What a season he's having. And why is he not in the England squad? Why? Why, I tell you? Because that's the most saturated position in the England squad for really good players. Trent Alexander-Arnold, what a player, what a talent. Trippier, fair enough, he's not been great in the kind of last season, I would say, but Trippier is a really good player, so yeah, George has had a great season, but Trent is probably England's best player, I'm thinking right now. Excellent talent. And the final position is central midfield, where John Lundstram plays. I think John Lundstram's probably the most in-form central midfielder in the Premier League right now. Maybe De Bruyne, but De Bruyne's in a different world. But probably the most in-form English midfielder. Kind of defensive midfielder, I would say. Obviously, Mason Mount is playing really well this season. But let's have a look who I think probably shouldn't be in there. We've got Delph, not in form at all. He's a decent enough player, but he's not the next big thing, is he? Then we've got Declan Rice, who I think is the only reason why he's in the England squad is because Southgate took him away from Ireland, and he probably feels bad because Declan Rice has been terrible for England in the last 2 or 3 games. Really bad, gets caught on the ball all the time. In that defensive midfield position, you're going to cause England to concede goals. If you keep losing the ball in central midfield or central defensive midfield, you're going to concede goals. So really, I think Southgate, I know that these players, if they did get picked for England, I know they wouldn't start a game. I know they wouldn't even come on as a sub. They won't get any sort of featuring whatsoever. Just give them a taste of international football. Just say, well done, lads. You've done well. Like, here's an international cap. You deserved it. Get part of the squad. Get a feel for it. Go back to your club. Do really well. Come back as a starter. That's what he needs to be saying. But he's overlooked him for way too long now, and I think Southgate really, if he doesn't pick him in the next call-up process, then yeah, there's a lot of problems going to have, especially from me. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you agree with me, make sure you leave it down in the comments. If you don't, also same thing. And if you enjoyed the video, smash a like on it, and if you're new around here, please subscribe. Stay good, Nick. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and if my content is something that you might like to see more of in the future, hit the subscribe button with notifications turned on. Oh yeah, and stay good, Nick.